Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to the Monday Night Raw recap and results video. And Monday Night Raw last night, it was one of the worst Monday Night Raws of the year, in my opinion. This show was absolutely fucking terrible, boring. Nothing even happened last night on the show. We had Matt Riddle, or as WWE is now calling him, Riddle. Why don't you just make him look like the Riddler from Batman, going, riddle me this, bro. So we had him versus Elias, Borlias, and Jeff Hardy in a Triple Threat Survivor Series qualifying match. Shayna Baszler versus Lana. Keith Lee and Matt Riddle was in another match versus Braun Strowman and Sheamus. And these guys are going to be on the Survivor Series team for Team Raw. And I'm like, why are these guys fighting? What are they fighting over? Like, seriously. What are they fighting over when they're on the Survivor Series team? Doesn't make any sense. And AJ Styles was the guest referee during that match. We had Bobby Lashley versus Titus O'Neil. You all know who won that match. Asuka versus Nia Jax. And we have Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet. And in the main event, a six-man tag, McIntyre and the New Day took on Randy Orton, The Miz, and John Morrison. And yeah, that was Monday Night Raw last night. Sounds like a good Monday Night Raw, right? Right? Fucking shitty show. It just proves that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard have given up. They give up on creating a good show in Monday Night Raw. It's like they officially have given up. They're like, oh yeah, let's just throw something something on the wall and let's make it happen. That's what it is. It's like they're throwing stuff at the wall to see if it's going to stick. This show was fucking terrible last night. Absolute garbage. Like I said, one of the worst Monday Night Raws of the year, in my opinion. So let's get started with the recap and results for last night's god-awful Monday Night Raw. So Monday Night Raw opened up last night with Miz TV. Out came The Miz and John Morrison. And Miz ended up taking the mic, welcomed everybody to Miz TV. He ended up saying that big things are happening. So Miz ends up plugging the six-man tag main event later on in the night. And he also plugged his bonus episode of Miz and Mrs., which aired after Monday Night Raw, which the season premiere of the new season is on Thursday, which, I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to the new season of Miz and Mrs. And Miz ended up saying that the USA Network must really love him. I mean, you could prove it right there. USA loves the Miz. He's on Monday Night Raw. He has Miz and Mrs. And he's the host of their game show called Cannonball. Look, you can tell USA loves the Miz. So Orton ended up coming out. Randy Orton got on the mic. He ended up saying that the Miz has the nerve to come out here and say his reality show is bigger than any match he's in. So Orton ended up saying that Miz has the briefcase and that he wants the title. He wants the WWE Championship. He ended up saying that he doesn't have to do it during the six-man tag. So Orton was like, oh, you could do it right now. Cash in the briefcase. So Orton ended up yelling at The Miz to take the WWE Championship. He turned his back on The Miz. He ended up putting the title on the ground. Miz ended up saying that, he would want to abuse his power. He downplays, how he would want to abuse his power. So he ended up saying that, that night could be a very big night for all of them. So he ended up introducing his guests, which were The New Day, Kofi, and Xavier. So Miz ended up going on about how him and Morrison could be due a title shot if everything works out. So then out came Kofi and Xavier, your Raw Tag Team Champions. So Kofi and Xavier ended up taunting The Miz and John Morrison. They ended up heading into the ring. They were laughing at Miz and Morrison. And Orton ended up dropping Kofi Kingston with the RKO. Miz and Morrison then end up sending Xavier Woods out of the ring. And then Drew McIntyre came out. Drew McIntyre ended up rushing to the ring. Orton ended up waiting for McIntyre. They ended up brawling in the ring. Miz then came from behind, dropped McIntyre with the briefcase shots to his back. So Miz and Morrison end up assisting, and Orton end up leveling Drew in the middle of the ring. So and that was basically that. That was that. So, but this whole segment came off cringeworthy and terrible, in my opinion. Absolute cringe. And then we had a Survivor Series second chance qualifying match, where could be whoever wins gets to be on the Team Raw Survivor Series team. It was Elias, Matt Riddle, or as WWE is now calling him, Riddle. Riddle me this, bro. Riddle me that. Just throw Matt Riddle in the Riddler costume, and there you go. Have him go riddle me this, bro. And then we also had Jeff Hardy in it. And I'm like, we're seeing once again Elias and Jeff Hardy go at it, but in this match. And I'm like, what are they fighting over? What is Elias and Jeff Hardy? Why are Elias and Jeff Hardy fighting? Oh, because Elias forgot that the person who attacked him in the parking lot had red hair. Jeff Hardy does not have red hair. So that's stupid on Elias's part. So Elias was out with his guitar. I was reaching for the remote to mute the TV. Because whenever Elias is out, you just got to mute the TV. You have Mike Rome on the, doing the announcing. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. More like, ladies and gentlemen, mute your damn TV. So Elias ended up talking about how he needs the win tonight. Yeah. You need the win? Yeah, when you have Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy in there, yeah, no win for you. He ended up saying that this win isn't just for him. It's for all of his fans across the world. So Elias ends up playing, a tune on his guitar. And then Jeff Hardy ended up coming out. And we saw how Jeff Hardy ended up being Elias in the guitar in the pole match last week. Matt Riddle was then out, which I refuse to call him Riddle. It's Matt Riddle. So he ended up coming out, had pyro. Bell ended up ringing. They all went at it. Styles and his, Jordan Magbian were watching the match backstage. Matt Riddle ended up winning the match. Riddle ended up catching Elias in the middle of the ring and delivered the Bro Derek to Elias. There you go. Matt Riddle ended up winning the match. He gets the Survivor Series spot on Team Raw. But overall, the match itself, it was just meh, in my opinion. But, happy that Matt Riddle's on the Survivor Series team for Team Raw. But you know what? I could bet you that Corbin is going to somehow eliminate him once again when we get to it's that Survivor Series. And then we had Adam Pearce was shown backstage with AJ Styles and Jordan Agmabian. They were talking, and we saw Pearce and Styles shaking hands. Charlie Caruso ended up coming over to Styles about Matt Riddle making the team Raw Survivor Series team. Sheamus then walked up. He ended up saying that he's not happy with Styles for endorsing Matt Riddle. Sheamus ended up saying that Matt Riddle is nothing but an obnoxious punk, and he has no problem with kicking Matt Riddle's head off when he steps out of line. Styles ended up saying that's not a winning attitude, and that they need that to win. So then Styles ended up proposing a team meeting. So we saw that later on in the night. Charlie Caruso ended up asking Sheamus how Styles was doing. Sheamus ended up saying that Styles is not his captain. So Braun Strowman walks up, says the same thing. He ended up saying that Styles is not his captain. And that was that. Then we saw Mustafa Ali backstage with Retribution. He ended up cutting a promo on Ricochet and Reckoning, a.k.a. Mia Yim, was taking shots at Asuka. So Mustafa Ali ended up introducing each member of the group. We got T-Bar, we got Slapjack, Mace, and Reckoning. So we all know who their names are. You don't need to introduce each member because we all know their names. He ended up saying that they are Retribution, and they will not rest until they shut you down. So that was that. And then we had shit with the 24/7 title, which garbage as usual when the 24/7 title or the Job Ninja Turtle 24/7 title is involved. Then we had Lana versus Shayna Baszler. Easy win for Shayna Baszler here. Careful to clutch on Lana. What else is new? And then we had a package of the times that Lana was put through a table. I'm like, we did not need to see that. They did not need to create that. We know how many times Lana went through the table. 7 times. And was it an 8th time that we saw last night? I will get to that. So Shayna Baszler won. Careful clutch on Lana. Post-match, we had Nia Jax ordering Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose from the announce table, which Brooke and Rose were on commentary during the match. So Nia Jax ended up clearing off the announce table. Baszler ended up tossing Lana out to Nia Jax. Jax went to put Lana through the table again, but she ended up getting saved from Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose started arguing with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. And that was that. But overall, garbage match. Easy win for Shayna Baszler. So we had Lana backstage thanking Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. So they end up telling Lana that they did that to send a message to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Mandy Rose ended up telling Lana to stay out of their way if she really wants to help next time. So that was that. Then we had the AJ Styles Team Raw meeting, which was so cringeworthy. It was a cringeworthy segment here. But I gotta say, the name that Riddle gave Sheamus, Fireface, was hilarious. because Matt Riddle ended up giving that nickname to Sheamus because, it was given because, Sheamus's face always turns red when he gets angry, which I found that funny from Matt Riddle. That was the only thing that I found funny during this whole segment. Everything else in this segment was absolute garbage. So Styles ended up saying that he talked to Adam Pearce to sanction this match. And it may sound like a dumb idea. So Styles ended up telling Keith Lee and Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Matt Riddle to hear him out. He ended up saying that it's going to be Sheamus and Braun Strowman versus Matt Riddle and Keith Lee. And Styles said that he would be the special referee. So Styles ended up saying that this match will give everyone respect among each other. And that was that. But we had the match, Matt Riddle and Keith Lee versus Sheamus and Braun Strowman, which I don't know why these guys are fighting for. Why are they fighting when they're all on the Survivor Series team? This does not make any fucking sense whatsoever. Now, we had Styles as the guest referee. Match was garbage. Matt Riddle and Keith Lee end up winning the match. We had Matt Riddle taking advantage of the match. He ended up rolling Sheamus up for the pin. There you go. Matt Riddle and Keith Lee end up winning. So post-match, Styles ended up standing with Matt Riddle and Keith Lee, raised their hands. Strowman and Sheamus were arguing. So that was that. Then we had Alexa Bliss backstage. Nikki Cross ended up walking up to Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross ended up wanting to talk about Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. Alexa ended up promising to talk soon to Nikki Cross and have a play date. Nikki Cross ended up telling Alexa Bliss that she's not playing. So Alexa Bliss ended up telling Nikki Cross that that's too bad. Cross ended up saying that she's not playing because this isn't a game. So Nikki Cross ended up understanding some of this is her fault. And she goes on and says that Bray Wyatt is pure evil. And it's time for Alexa to make a choice, to walk away. So Nikki Cross ended up saying that it's either her or The Fiend. So Alexa ended up telling Nikki, okay, I choose. And then she starts blowing a flower petal in Nikki Cross's face. And Alexa ended up telling Nikki that she chooses him, The Fiend. So that was that. So then we went to Bobby Lashley in the ring with MVP. So Charlie Caruso was backstage. She ended up saying that the Hurt Business is all smiles because Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander will face the New Day next week. And the Raw Tag Team Championships will be on the line. So Lashley ended up entering the ring for a message to Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, the guy who is going to be facing at Survivor Series. So then Monday Night Raw went to commercial. Then when it came back, MVP was in the ring. He ended up having an official announcement from the Hurt Business. He ended up saying that Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn will be a short and painful one at Survivor Series. MVP then ended up addressing the New Day, defending against Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander next week, and how Shelton and Cedric will take the Raw Tag Team Championships. So MVP ended up saying that Bobby Lashley will then prove at Survivor Series that the United States Champion and the Intercontinental Champion are not equal. So Lashley ended up talking trash about Sami Zayn, and he ended up saying that the question will be if he should let Sammy walk out of Survivor Series or not. So then out came Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil came out. He ended up talking about his offer to the Hurt Business, one that he thought would be beneficial to both of them. So Titus ended up making the offer because he is a businessman. So MVP ended up saying that he has some respect for Titus O'Neil, and he will give him the chance now to walk away. Titus ended up saying that he will not walk away. So Titus ended up addressing Bobby Lashley, and he ended up asking what the point of having the United States Championship is when he won't defend it. So Lashley got upset. He ended up saying that he doesn't respect Titus like MVP does. He ended up saying that if Titus wants a title shot, he's got it. But this will be his first and last. So MVP ended up calling for the referee to come out. And we had the match, Titus O'Neil versus Bobby Lashley. Do I really need to say who won this match? If he said Bobby Lashley, ding, 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 you're correct. Bobby Lashley won the match. Lashley ended up locking in the Hurt Lock on Titus O'Neil. That was that. So then we had Asuka versus Nia Jax. The match ended in a disqualification because Shayna Baszler ended up coming into the ring, ended up attacking Asuka. So post-match, we had Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose attack Shayna Baszler to save Asuka. So, and also Lana was out there. Lana went for Nia Jax. Nia Jax ended up delivering a powerbomb to Lana. Nia Jax ended up saving Shayna Baszler. And we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler staring Lana down. And Baszler ended up grabbing Lana. Nia Jax ended up clearing the announce table. Baszler ended up sending Lana out of the ring. Nia Jax slapped her. Nia Jax then scooped up Lana and put her through the announce table with a Samoan drop. So 8 times already. 8 times Lana has gone through the announce table. Next week, we'll be seeing number 9. Number 9 next week. So Nia Jax got on the mic. She ended up telling Lana that she doesn't belong here and will just drag them down. She ended up telling Lana to just quit. So that was that. And then we had a fatal 7-way for the Jobber Ninja Toro 24/7 title. Absolute fucking garbage. This pissed me off. This got me so frustrated during this whole segment. We had this whole match was a circus. We had Akira Tozawa, R-Truth, Eric of the Viking Raiders, Tucker. Yeah, some good Tucker is here without Otis. Yeah, good job, WWE. You put Tucker here challenging for the Jobber Ninja Toro 24/7 title. Great. You did great. So yeah, Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik, Drew Gulak. So they all surrounded R-Truth. Tozawa ended up dropping R-Truth for the pin. So Akira Tozawa ended up winning the Jobber Ninja Toro 24/7 title. And then Tozawa was announced as the winner. He goes to run. Eric ended up rolling him up for the pin. Eric wins the title. Gulak ended up rolling up Eric. Gulak won the title. Gulak ended up returning to the ring. Tucker ended up rolling up Gulak for the win. This was so fucking annoying right here. And then you gotta hear Mike Rome every second. And your winner and the new 24/7 champion. Here's your winner. I was just, my fist got tight. I was like, oh my God, can we please stop it? Can we please stop? Oh my God. Truth ended up taking the title, attitude adjustment on Metalik. Truth ended up running away. The guys ended up chasing after R-Truth. It was a fucking circus. It was a goddamn circus here. Absolute garbage. This title needs to be fucking retired. It needs to be. It's not funny anymore. Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet. This was a decent match. This was a good match. We had Ricochet end up beating Mustafa Ali around. And Ricochet was asking Mustafa Ali, what's happened to you? This isn't you. So Ricochet got some more offense on Mustafa Ali. Went for a pin. Mustafa Ali kicked out at 2. Retribution was, around ringside, taunting Ricochet. The end of the match, Mustafa Ali got the win. Ricochet went to the top. He delivered the 630. Mustafa Ali ended up moving. And Mustafa Ali ended up going right into the Koji clutch on Ricochet. Ricochet tapped out. And that was that. Mustafa Ali ended up winning. Post-match, Retribution ended up standing tall over Ricochet. And Retribution was staring down at Ricochet. They all stood together at ringside. So overall, it was a good match. Very good match from Ricochet and Mustafa Ali. Then Adam Pearce was shown. He approached Randy Orton backstage. He ends up telling Randy Orton that he will have to defend the title against Drew McIntyre next week on Monday Night Raw. So great, we're having another rematch. We're having another rematch next week with Orton and McIntyre. So Orton ended up asking who the hell Adam Pearce thinks he is. Pearce ended up saying that he's just the messenger. No, you are the GM. You are a GM for Raw and SmackDown. Please, just say you're not a messenger. Just say you're the GM. So Orton ended up grabbing Adam Pearce by his throat, rammed Adam Pearce against the wall. Orton ended up telling Pearce to tell the staff that they can go to hell. So that was that. Randy Orton, The Miz, and John Morrison versus Drew McIntyre and The New Day 6-man tag main event. We had Drew McIntyre and The New Day winning. Drew McIntyre ended up delivering the Claymore to John Morrison. And that was that. Drew McIntyre and The New Day end up winning. Post-match, we had Orton end up staring Drew McIntyre down from the ramp. And we had McIntyre talking trash to Orton. And Orton was just staring McIntyre down. That was how Monday Night Raw went off the air. So, but overall, the match itself, it was an okay match. But Monday Night Raw last night, one of the worst Monday Night Raws of the year, in my opinion. It was absolute garbage. Nothing happened. And from watching the show, you could tell, I said this earlier, you could tell that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard have officially given up on creating a good Monday Night Raw show. You can tell that they just don't care. They don't give a shit. But anyways, that's it for my recap and results of Monday Night Raw last night. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video. And definitely give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. And until next video, which will be the Dynamite review. So until then, I'll see you all later.